Alright, so this is our schematic from when we first started sketching and figuring out our ideas for what we were going to do. As you can see, we have two ramps. One of them goes down to a pulley system, and the other one drops down a pipe through a funnel. And our Ruby Goldberg ended up kind of like the drawing, but we had to make a few fixes, and it didn't end up exactly like it.
So this is one of our early iterations of designing our Rube Goldberg. Originally, we had the tube on the right, like you can see up there, and we planned on making a backstop, but that later changed because the ball couldn't get enough momentum to roll down the tube. And as you can see on the next slide, the tube is on the upper left to get more momentum to be able to go down.
So this picture is a picture of our late iteration using the Rube Goldberg. It has a pipe up on it to put the marble down the pipe that will go down the inclined plane and hit another marble. This picture is when we decided to attach a funnel to the left side of the Rube Goldberg, and we decided to cut the bottom of the funnel out to be able to attach a pipe to be able to let the marble go down through the funnel, through the pipe, to hit the touch sensor of the EV3, which the EV3 represents Tybalt going to fight Mercutio.
So for this step, this represents the civil brawl between Benvolio and Tybalt, and the wooden ball represents Benvolio, and when we let go of the ball, it'll roll down and hit a marble, and that marble is Tybalt. And in this situation, it's a elastic collision. So the wood ball will hit the marble, and they'll bounce off each other, and the wood ball will stop, and the marble will keep going with the wood ball's momentum.
The marble going down this ramp represents when Tybalt went to go see Mercutio before they fought. After going down the ramp, it leads into a funnel, which represents when Tybalt and Mercutio fought, because when the ball is rolling in circles, like it is getting nowhere, just how their arguing went, how it didn't get anywhere in terms of resolving the argument. When the marble comes out of the funnel, it hits the EV3 touch sensor, which then activates the EV3.
In this picture, this represents the marble going down the pipe and through the ramp, which makes the marble represent as Romeo going to the party, and then when the marble collides with the other two marbles, it represents Romeo crashing the Capulet party. Then as Romeo is heading, as the marbles go down the pipe, this represents Romeo going to meet Mercutio before the battle.
And after the ball goes down the pipe, it lands into a pulley, which represents Romeo Mercutio meeting, which then sets off the ultrasonic sensor on the EV3, causing the EV3 to move forward.
So in this picture, these two robots each represent Romeo and Tybalt. The one on the right is Romeo, and the one on the left is Tybalt. In this picture, represents them colliding after Romeo finds out that Tybalt killed Mercutio, and Romeo is very angry.
After the collision, the second EV3, represented by Romeo, backs up and uses Line Follower to chase after Tybalt before they fight. The EV3 knocks down the domino, as shown in the picture. It shows Romeo crashing through his emotions when going to kill Tybalt. The EV3 then runs into the balloon with a needle attached to it, popping the balloon that is represented by Tybalt. And this is our Rube Goldberg in action. Set, go. There we go. Was our Rube Goldberg in action. Thank you for listening to our presentation and how it all related to the story of Romeo and Juliet. and while incorporating robotics and physics into this project.